Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along to another episode of the Dairyman's Diary with me, Frank. I hope you're doing very well. We are going to be doing something that a lot of you have requested actually, apparently. And we're going to, as we turn the old Massey around here, we're going to give you a bit of a tour, really. We're going to do a bit of a yard tour, show you all the equipment we have. So I know a lot of you have been asking for it there and seen a lot of different bits and pieces, so I figured now would be a great time to do it. So we'll park this about here for now, because we're going to have to fill this up at the end because get it all ready to roll for this evening. So yeah, we'll just park that for there right about now. And we'll start by looking at the glorious Massey 3090. And what I should say actually before we go any further is there are a few new bits of equipment that you haven't seen. One really nice surprise in here, so that's going to be fun. But it's not this. This is the 3090 Massey. This is a machine that we got a while ago. And it is a feeder wagon tractor, and that's all it does, and it works like a charm. Can't have give me any issues here, no complaints whatsoever, and it just fires up on the button every time, pulls the Keenan Mech Fiber 365 behind it, and yeah, we are right now, for example, we have 200 cattle up here to feed, and we're also going to be bringing in a lot more cattle down at the new place as well. So this is going to have its work cut out for it for sure. Now, I haven't quite figured out the logistics of what we'll be doing for the animals down at the other yard there. If we'll just use this and then take it down or what, I don't know. But we'll figure that one out. I have every confidence in this there. We've got a few little bits of stock equipment around here. This is our old muck trailer. This is just a... I don't know even what this is. I think it's a PTS. Which is a local brand here. It's just very simple. This one's a bit more battered and haggard because it's... well, it's been used. We do have an... This one is primarily just used for muck. We do have another one which is down at the new yard there, which is used for grain when we need it to be. We've got an old Joskin water tanker for when we need to get water into the fields for the water troughs there, and works again. I've had that for as long as I can remember, and it doesn't get used too much now because we do have our a pump in there. But yeah, it's still required here and there. The Joskin trailer, the cattle trailer here, is about 2 years old now. Hydraulic lift on it as well. We can usually get about 12 or 13 large, fully grown cattle in there. Move them around with ease. It's great. And that's pretty much everything down here. Now we're going to go for a bit of a walk, and we're going to save something till the very last. So we're going to have a look at this couple of sheds here first. Now, this is the old girl. This is the New Holland. This is our old combine, the TX32. We don't have a lot of arable land, and we mainly have arable land for straw, to be honest. We've got a 13-foot cut header on the front there, and that's about it, really. It does what we need it to do. It doesn't have too many issues. Sometimes there's a few problems there, but nothing that we can't resolve so far, touch wood. And it gets us through. It doesn't do it very quickly, but it gets us through the job. Were we ever to kind of really increase the acreage that we'll be harvesting, then yeah, maybe we'd look to increase the combine as well. But combines cost a lot of money for how much time we actually use it. I don't really think it's necessary in this instance. I mean, you can see it's still immaculate. It's always been kept under doors and well maintained. But yeah, it's a good old girl. That must be... I think that would be easily kind of 25, 30 years old at this point, I reckon. Must be getting onto that range. No, I would say that one, yeah, that one might well be about 25 years old, which is rather impressive that it's in such good nick, I'm sure you'll agree. Our new baler for this season, this is the Class Unirap, the 455 Roland. It is a baler wrapper combination, as you can well see here. New to us there, they've just got its first cut under the belt, and it's singing along. Really cannot fault it in any way. We usually put this on, well, it's been put onto all three of our John Deeres, all of which seem to pull it with ease. I like it. I think I like it the most on the 66, to be honest there. The 7710 is all the power in the world, but not quite as agile. But yeah, it does work very well. We'll be keeping this for a long time to come, no doubt. Not only because it was expensive, but yeah, just reliability off the charts so far. There were a lot of problems with the older class balers there, but I think one of the main reasons that we've been able to get around that is the clutch on this one. This seems to work a little bit better on the pickup there, but that's that's where we're looking at the moment, and I'm very happy with that. And over this way, we're just going to have a look into here. and then we're going to go back around the other way and keep something till the very end. I've got a few bits of cultivation equipment in here. This is the grass harrow with the air seeding equipment attached onto it as well. We've just used this to drill that little 4-acre plot that you saw us working down the other day, which is actually starting to come through already. We've had some great growing conditions there, so that's fantastic. And behind that we've got a Kuhn 4-meter power harrow as well. But I think I'm going to stick the plow into here. We'll just leave that shed like that for now, I think. Should work wonderfully. You'll always see a few little bits of equipment dotted around, like weights and things like here and there, but nothing too big. And now, oh, there's another front weight next to the washer. Now we're going to head around the corner. Because we're going to show you some of the fleet. The pride and joy, really. The fleet that has changed quite rapidly over the last 16 months. This is the newest addition to our fleet, the John Deere 6630. Beautiful tractor. We got this one. It was ex-municipal services for local councils, so we had to do a little bit of work to it to put the loader bracket on. We got some weights on the front. We changed the wheels, mud guards on, and finally fitted it with GPS as well. It is on the sprayer right now because we do have to. We've got a bit of a thistle problem around about, so we've been spraying off a lot of the grassland to spray off the thistles. And we have got, we're gonna have to put some T0s and T1s onto our onto the spring barley very shortly as well. But otherwise, it's 24-meter Kuhn Deltis as well, which is a beautiful sprayer. Works very well in tandem with the GPS. And otherwise, yeah, it's a very nice little tractor. It's quick, it's agile. We do have a stall front loader for it as well. 2 of our 3 tractors have stall front loaders on there because we do a lot of front loader work, particularly as we're going into having 2 different yards to work out of as well. So yeah, I really do like that tractor there. It's very nice to drive, and it's going to be with us for a while. I like my older John Deeres. The 60-20, 60-30 range were good, but nothing as close to the 70-10 range which we have here. It's our John Deere 7710. This has about 6,000 hours on the clock. We're not going to get rid of it anytime soon. If it wants to do another 6,000, we're going to keep it, and it's going to do exactly that. This is our heavy tillage tractor, groundwork tractor as well. We do a lot of plowing with this, any subsoil and that kind of thing. We haven't had to do anything severe with this or in terms of service there. It keeps it servicing. No significant breakdowns yet, touch wood. And yeah, it is just an absolute powerhouse of a tractor. It's really good. I picked this one up, I think this would have been about 4 years ago. I paid about 23,000. I had it valued the other day there, and it's worth about 23,000 still. Would you believe it? In its current condition. So people love these John Deeres, and rightly so. A very, very highly desirable a bit of equipment there. Never lets me down. Never, not once. And pulling it is a brand new to me ep43 muck spreader. This is one of the latest, the penultimate piece of new equipment. This arrived, well, we purchased this about 3 weeks ago. Haven't actually shown you. I think I did reference that we'd bought one. But yeah, this is brand new to me, and it wasn't an X demonstration or an X demo hire unit. Local grain board actually have these on hire. They've gone to rear discharge now, so this side discharge was available for not a lot of money, to be honest. I managed to get a good deal going. Yeah, and the reason we did this is because we do have an awful lot of muck at the moment of our own. We would usually hire something in, but they're getting bigger and slightly more expensive, and we're going to be needing it even more now as well, given that we've got another 200 head of cattle coming in shortly. So we've we took the plunge, and it was offered at a great price. So looking forward to getting it into the field. It's a good size match here for the 77. So yeah, looking forward to having a bit of a play around with that, and it might take us a little bit longer, but it's something that we can do ourselves in our own time, and we're not kind of bending around the restrictions of how and when we can hire a bit of kit in. But yeah, I really do like that an awful lot. Tractor number 3, the John Deere 6820. This is another beautiful tractor. That's about 4,500 hours on it right now. A little bit more trouble than the 77 there. There's been a few bigger things done. I had to change an oil pump on it once. But that's about it, really. Everything else is looking good. We have got the front linkage with the PTO in here, so this guy does a lot of our drilling. We do stick a 4-meter combination drill on the back of there, which we'll show you in due time. It also equipped with a front loader bracket as well there, so we can use this for cart and bales. And this is a very smooth tractor to cart bales in with as well. The one thing I dislike about it is that this particular loader bracket is a little bit far forward, so when you stick the loader on the front as well, it does kind of stick that right over the edge. But yeah, beautiful tractor. Again, we equipped this one with GPS because it is going to be it's the drilling tractor there, so at some stage, if we get to that point, we can always, we can obviously use GPS now, but we could integrate it later on down the line with variable rate drilling as well, should we get to that. But for now, it does also, because it's got the front PTO, it does run front and rear mowers during silage, which they're about to be put back on again, so we can get ready to start the second cut as it goes, which should be good to get going with. But yeah, another lovely tractor, I'm sure you will agree. So that's the John Deere fleet. As we turn around here, you'll see we've got our Vinland Plow in the corner there. That has got number 8 bodies on there, so it has a bit of a deeper plow. Pulls a little bit deeper there, but it's a brilliant, it's a new plow, new bodies on as well, so it's looking good. We have got our raw spinner. This is 24 meters, and it's this has the capability to be variable rate application as well. So we can adjust it all on the fly depending upon the ground we're going onto and how much we need to spread and where. So that's another good reason to have the GPS on the 6630, which was going to be the primary spinner tractor. However, with this with a bit of weight on the back, it does give that a few problems, so it might go onto the 6820 as well. But watch this space for that one. Coming around, you'll see we've got our trusty pickup truck. This is a Nissan Safari. I've had this for years. I keep scraping it through the MOT there. It does fine. You can see physically it's in good condition there, but yeah, mechanically it needs a little bit of help to get through MOT from now and again. Pulling the double axle Ifa Williams trailer that we use for God knows what, really, a bit of everything. But yeah, it's always good to have that. A little bit of hay equipment in here. We've got a new to us rake. We bought this rake at the same time as we picked up the muck spreader. That's a nice. What is that? I think it's 7-meter rake there. Works very well indeed for what we need. We've got a very simple tether. This is our Vicon tether here. Nice and easy, about 6 meters wide. Does the perfect job. Now, I'm kind of going this way so I don't show you what's behind me just yet. That's where our surprise is. We've got a front and rear crone mowers. This gives us... we're looking at around about 7 meters cut in one pass. We've got a front-mounted crone mower, beg your pardon, and a rear-mounted side swing crone 4-meter mower. These do a phenomenal job. Conditions in both, so they do condition the silage as well. Allows us to get in there and get it cut a little bit easier, a little bit faster. I have one complaint I would love for this not to be so long. If it lifted up behind the tractor, that would be a bit better than swinging around the back, because it does make getting into some of these gates around here a little bit tricky. But yeah, that's the battle that we face. But other than that, once you're in the field, they're going. It's great. GPS on the John Deere I've got working as well, so it accounts for the shifted bias of the center. So it knows the working width is sticking out to one side, but yeah, it works very well. There's one of our stall loaders for that one there is for the 6630. Nice and simple. Can't fault it at all there. Sometimes you just need to make sure that the oil flow rate for the tractor is high enough so it will give you good fast speed. But yeah, it works like a charm. We've got a standard kind of 3-meter press for the front of the 6820 with the drill, and that is when we're pulling this guy. This drill is old now, but it still does a grand job. Vinland Accord 4-meter actually Coulter drill on the back there with just your Rive power harrow on the front. It's nothing fancy there. It just breaks down clods of soil and gives me a seed bed to get the barley in. So, like I say, main priority for us really is to have straw for our cattle, and that's only going to become more and more important to us. We have increased our acreage recently, so we have with the ground down at the new yard there's another, at the moment now it's going to be another 28 acres in the ground, so we should get a little bit more straw from that. I still think we're going to be buying some straw in because that's not going to cut it, but yeah, that's great. We've got our little gator here, the Mahindra UTV as they are, which yeah, it's perfect for just checking the stock, doing little odd jobs, ferrying around. That's about it. And now we're gonna have a look. There is a new bit of equipment in the yard here, and there it is. Can you believe it, folks? We have gone and bought a loader. Now, obviously we know of the mighty Tiger Pouse. That's a beautiful loader, faultless, can't floor it. But it's worked hard. It's worked hard on this yard at the moment with 200 cattle. Must be in that for about 2-3 hours a day, I think, both in the mornings and evenings. But we're about to open up a second yard with 200 head of cattle in there, as we know. And I can't be taking this from the top down to the bottom all the time. It's going to take a long time and a lot of work. So we took the opportunity to buy a new loader. And when I was looking around, the best loader I could find, I wanted something small, I wanted something agile, such as the Pouse. Couldn't find another one of those. But class have a Torian, and this is the 639 class Torian. It is a wonderfully small little compact loader. This one is brand new. It's got about 1.5 or just under 2 hours on the clock. And yeah, you can see it's similar. It's smaller again than the Pouse there, but this one is going to live down at the new yard there. It's going to do all the work down there. Now you might be thinking, Frank, what are you doing? You've got 2 loaders now, and you've got 2 front loaders on the tractors, which is very true. But neither of these loaders are very quick. So the tractors and loaders are going to be used solely for ferrying bales from the field, stacking bales, that kind of thing. These guys here are going to be used around the yard there. So we've got a brand new set of Fliegel for grab on the front. We're getting another bucket soon. It just wasn't available right now, but ultimately I think this is a great little tractor. As we jump inside, look at it, nice and clean, everything's nice and compact, but it's all there where you need it. Fire it up, and yeah, just a very nice piece of equipment here. So I'm very, very over the moon with it. I think it's wonderful, and yeah, looking forward to actually getting to use it a little bit more, and just to see what trouble we can get up to with it. But yeah, it's a nice little thing. As we jump out again, though, you'll see I think it's got like a 4-cylinder engine here, not a lot of power, but it's not going to be used for like dock raking or anything, so we don't really need that extensive power. But yeah, that's what we did. We've gone for it, and I'm very, very happy with it. So this is going to get sent down to the new yard as soon as we need it to be. For now, it's probably going to be used up here as well to help out with the cattle work up here. Update on that, we should expect to see the cattle start. We've got we've got about 40 coming this... But shut off. We've got about 40 head of cattle coming next month. We're now in April. It's coming first week of May, beg your pardon. So the shed at the moment is about ready. The plumbing's in for the water troughs there. The brickwork and physical construction is done. The internal stalls have been put on right about now as well. So that is getting to the point where it's about ready, which is fantastic news. It really, really is. What we'll do, as we just creep up through here, there's a few things I want to show you around the yard that we've been working on as well. We've been doing a bit of tidying up. There's a lot more rubble in there because we've been moving bits and pieces around from elsewhere. There was a big pile of all just broken debris up here, so we've moved all our way, moved those gates, so we can now actually store something in here if we need to. We've got our 2 tankers. We've got our Joskin, which has the dribble bar on the back there, and we have our Abbey 2500 gallon. Big tankers there. They get a lot of work done and get onto the fields in all conditions because of our low pressure tires. So that's paramount for us there, really. It always has been. This is our slurry stirrer, the Pichon, which is for the gap is just actually beyond the 3 tractors over there. You can't quite see it. But yeah, you'll see there's a lot of rubbish that we're just trying to get cleared up around here. Make the yard a bit more, it's a bit safer, tidier, easy to work in. So we'll see how that goes. But ultimately, yeah, that is it for us. I wanted just to give you that little bit of a lowdown. And then next week what we'll be doing is we'll get a bit more use with the class. But we'll also be showing you hopefully the finished product of the new building as well. So stay tuned for that one. Until then, though, I will leave it here. I've been Frank, your humble host. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything, and we will see you later. Until then, have yourself a great day, folks. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.